My goodness, that was a hurry, wasn't it? I needed to go out and get the charging cord for my iPad because it was running low, and I'm sitting here and I needed it. Um, yeah. Good morning. Let's take a breath. It's a beautiful morning, even though it's grey clouds out there. We're alive, we're awake. It's wonderful to be here. We're joining to share the daily Lenormand card spread reading. I haven't quite got the photo out to all the destinations because I myself took a little bit of time this morning after having my shower. I laid in a little bit longer. I was watching my iPad, it's why it's live. Laid it in a little bit, had my shower, and here I am with coffee in hand. Well, coffee almost in hand. There we go. Do you like my cup? Look at that. See? But it is a Harry Potter branding, of course. I found it in Woolworths a while back, but isn't it gorgeous? Matches all my little owls. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're here for the cards. I'm Ros Boundy Psychic Medium, sharing with you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Keep in mind, for those who are watching the replay, it is, well, for those who are here now as well, and those watching replay, it is a general card spread reading, so the energies are picked up with the whole group feeling, vibes and all the rest. And whatever it is that comes to me as I'm reading the cards out for you as we share. So we've already got Kim here. Good morning, Kim. You had a late start as well. And Sarah, rest up, darling soul. Good morning. And we've got Alicia. How are you? Because I am doing well. Bright and early. I mean, it is. It's 8 o'clock is early for a start as far as doing this type of thing. But good morning, Rena. And you have the sun streaming in your window at the moment anyway. Yeah, well, it is at the moment here too, but I can see in the distance it's going to be a bit of a rough day for some people as far as rain and stuff. But it is spring. You can see the blossoms starting on the trees. Good morning, Keza. I do notice out in my backyard that the nectarine tree already has the pink blossoms on it. The little itty-bitty buds are just starting to come out on the peach and the plum tree. The lemon has heaps of lemons on it still. Good morning, Diane. Lovely to see you, Ambo. There we go. I will go over to the cards now because it's the purpose of what we're here for. And tune into your psychic senses, your gut feelings, the connection you have with spirit, and receive. Oh, itchy piece on my leg. It's tickling. Hang on. I've got to scratch it. I had to scratch. Sorry about that. Owl card. Here we go. Beautiful wisdom of the owls. What matters most? How you see yourself. Do not be concerned with how others see you. How do you see yourself? And it's a beautiful image. Gorgeous owl, isn't it? Just take that time to breathe into how you feel. What is your feelings around your own self? Love self in whatever aspect you are, in whoever you are, in all that perfectness of the imperfections, because that's the wonderful discovery of what skills and everything we have are perfect for what we have to do. We can learn and build as much as we like and aim for something that is somebody else's goal, but really hone in on what we have as our skills and talents. Oh, I just noticed I've got that cord from that iPad sitting out there in the middle of the show. Let me see, can I anchor it differently? That's out the way, yes. The card deck that I use, it is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, Sarah Marchetti's expanded edition. It's got the extras. We've got one of them here already, which is the Labyrinth in the home space. And we've got the Letter in the workspace. We've got the Parks in the unexpected, the Fish in our role, and the Anchor there in the center outcome or central pivot position. And we have a Troll. Okay, good morning, Caitlin. Lovely to have you here too. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm just going to go pop over to that in a sec too and deal with that. Caitlin is here, and you're a crazy one in a funny way. Look, I think that's part of our uniqueness in whoever and however we want to express ourselves from our inner being, from our heart space. It's not to try and be funny, to copy someone else or that type of thing. Just be you. And that makes us so wonderful, so unique. So, well, we are. We're beautiful. We are beautiful people. And, oh, looks like that one wasn't on that page. Oh, there you go. I thought it might have been on my time page. I'm just going to go over and see if it's on my page. Right. So here we go with the labyrinth. That really, and this is the fun one because I just love that fun that we get in the labyrinth, where it's almost like playfulness, playing a game. Because for me, it was a challenge to get to the end in those paper book puzzles that are the mazes rather than labyrinth. They called them maze puzzles. I loved them, and I still do actually. But this here, traveling through our road, it's our home space, it's finding our way. It really is even just creating our own pathway, our own design of what we want in our home space. And that's what I'm feeling there. So certainly you can get out your pen and paper and design something that is uniquely yours and bring it forward. I don't even know where the heck that troll is. It's not showing up on the pages I'm looking at. Interesting. So I'll try one more. And here we've got that maze really creating a beautiful journey for us. Have some fun with that through your day. And, the times that you are at home or you've got connection with someone from your family in your home space and the rest. Really nut out that is finding your unique pathway with that. It could be that some things in a relationship are feeling a little bit hard to discover the right way to traverse, to really walk the path with them. And it is something that, it's got a lot to do with communication as well, talking with each other through the process of how to work out logistics, even if you've got kids and needing to get them to different sports or events and things like that. It can be as simple as that, just working out a timeline, a schedule, something that's going to get you through what seems to be that hard to do stuff. So really allow that energy to flow in a way that you can stand back a little bit. Sometimes it's easier, instead of being right in there looking at just that pathway that's narrow vision, stand back a bit and see the pattern that is developing, and you'll be able to see that path you're meant to take a little easier. That's my understanding of that as well. Oh, sorry, my heater did kick in. I thought I'd turned it down low enough. But anyway, it is cold. It is still cold, as much as it's looking like a nice day out there with the sun just shining through again. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyway, we're going to go over to the work space. The letter. I have a funny feeling we had the letter in this one yesterday. So it's a continuation of working things out that might be an agreement or communication again. I'm just going to have a quick look as to what we have got there in yesterday's. No, that's the wrong day. I don't think I've even got yesterday's there. The letter was definitely a couple of days ago. So we have got a trend. I'm on the wrong phone. We have got a trend of what is moving around with communication. So certainly make sure that you are speaking well. This is more about the written word, that you're saying what you need to so that it can be understood, ready to be signed, so to speak. I think in the workspace it probably is. Giving us that indication it is ready to be signed, sealed, delivered type. Okay. Now, here we go from Keza. No, Kim. Kim, you're saying that its timeline is to move furniture from 3 places if we get the house. Yeah, and you will be. There you go. So you'll have time. It'll work. It will flow. Allow the flow. Here we've got the parks, and that is things being brought up and out and into the public. So it is that showing up and really joining in. And it brings to mind sharing with friends and picnics is what I'm feeling here. So, if you've got time for lunch, to go outside and actually share it with a friend if you've got a friend, workmate, whichever way you can do that. But spend some time in Mother Nature and in a park or walking or doing something that's going to bring you that energy of Mother Nature coming into your day with that gorgeous fresh air, deep breaths, and really moving into that space of enjoyment. And especially since we've got the labyrinth here, so these unexpected moments that you can take out in nature, do so. It's what we're being shown for today. And Sarah's saying, yeah, the letter was there yesterday in the business. So things are in the workspace. So things are going to be tidied up and finished or continued even. And sounds like you at the moment with your TAFE and their assessments. Hey, I just finished off one of mine last night, a Xero course, which is a bookkeeping program. I just needed to learn how to use Xero. Done my old QuickBooks and many others over many years, but I had to learn Xero. It's quite a bit different than those others. Anyway, done it, all lodged, safe in their hands, and you learn better on the job. And that can be some of the things that we do a lot better. I'm just going to try and pan in to get down to this bit here, show the fish better. And I might have to just move the table too. So we're now moving down into the fish. That's our role, and it is the part that's going to be connecting in with others as well, because the photo or the depiction we've got is a school of fish. So we are moving together with others throughout our day to day. So and I think too, with the fact that we've got the park up there, it is connecting as a group with others. So there might be team members in your workspace and the family members, getting together and really bringing forward that is abundance of. So whatever it is that's the project here in the workspace is going to bring forward some that real good feeling of in abundance. It doesn't mean riches as money, though it could be as far as productive with the dollars. Here it could be just joining together in really wonderful time for your day to day at some point. It is Friday. You might go out as a family for a treat on a Friday night, ready for a weekend of sports or things like that. I know in our family we used to take the kids to takeaway. Not that there was much meningi, but it was a treat sometimes to do that. And here we go. We are in that community feeling of our day to day with our role, being part of that is that team of self. If you don't have others around you, we do have our childlike part of our persona. We do have that higher self. We do have different layers and levels of who we are even within ourselves. So really bring that forward in your day to day as you are coming into doing what you do best, which is being you. Okay, so just pulling that down again, and now we're moving into the anchor, and it really is bringing that stability, even though there might be some rough stuff, rough waters. The anchor actually does bring in that stability while we are doing what we're needing to do. Now, on a boat, you are either fishing or you're doing things. I've got a lovely friend who actually her home is her boat, and the anchor is her mooring, and it is the experience that she had once that her boat nearly did break the mooring. It was getting very finicky, that the connection wasn't as solid as they at first expected. So they've had to renew that. And here we go, making sure that we've got that end tied to us, that we are feeling that we are connected and grounded, because the anchor will hold in ground. It can't in water, it can dangle there, but the boat will drift. Making sure that what we're doing in our day is grounded. And that's what this is as far as that central connection. It is that groundedness, that stability. And by the end of the day, that we have done our job, that even through what might be emotional turmoil, being water-based as a card, and above the fish, it really does connect here. We've got that is, an abundance of, it could be emotions. It's a watery card, but it's an abundance of whatever we're needing in our day-to-day, through to from the watery into the solid of the ground, Mother Nature. And here we've got the elements of what is the physical around and about us, moving into that is the more, intellectual here with what is our work. It really does round out, doesn't it? And bringing in that anchor to really hone it in to think, yes, ground myself. Those moments where you're not sure, just put the anchor down and breathe for a little bit. You think, you stand back, you have a look, different perspective, or you take some breaths, you slow down, really put the brain into gear to think through some of the stuff, but not overthinking, and then just taking the steps that you need to keep moving through your day. Okay, and there we go. So, thank you. Thank you, Caitlin. Well done. I don't know whether that was moving the table or what. And good morning, Danya. I don't think I've seen you before, met you before. So lovely to have you here. So thank you, each and every one of you, for being here for our reading today. As you're moving through your day, do trust, keep your connections available. As far as the way that I connect into spirit, sometimes they'll knock on the door, so to speak. You'll get the nudge. You'll get that gut feeling that you need to be listening to the signs and whatever is happening around you. Keep your awareness open for that connection that is your spiritual connection. And the times where you feel that you really need to get to have that extra help, ask them. Open yourself to asking the questions to receive some answers back. Remember to listen as well for those answers that they are giving you. But so much of our time, we miss what the signs and symbols are that they are showing us, the messages they are giving us as we're moving around our day, being normal, being in our day. Just trust that whatever your movements are, that whatever you're doing through the day, that you have that connection open all the time. If you do get tired of having that constant, you can just ask them to turn it down a notch, or even flip the switch and say, no, just turn off for the moment. There's so many different ways to stay connected to spirit. Practice them in the way that you need, okay? And that's going to help you to grow and become who you are in your more fullness and being the best you that you can be, because that's how I finish these sessions. It really is that blessing for you. Be the best you that you can be. So thank you for being here. Tomorrow morning about the 8 o'clock, I'll be scheduling that again in a moment. And we've got the thank yous coming in already from Keza, have a wonderful day, and from Rena, having a thank you there, and wishing everyone the magnificent day. I clicked on the wrong one, Rena. So there you go. There we go. Have a magnificent day, and thank you from Sarah. Truly lovely and wonderful. Have a beautiful day. With love to everyone. So thank you. And to Shaz, who is on the road, unable to connect in. I've already had a chat with Shaz because her sister broke her wrist yesterday or the day before. She slipped off the coasters, a chair that I'm sitting on with coasters. Hers was on a slippery floor and she felt like it slipped and she fell on her wrist. So she's travelling and doing all that up in her home country of the Northern Territory. I think it's Northern Territory. Where's Tennant Creek? Anyway, Alice Springs I know is. Anyway, hi Shaz, when you watch replay, if you do. Oh, thank you, Rose. Wonderful to have you here too. Oh, thank you. And to Caitlin, thank you and have a great day. Beautiful puppy. I do miss my Peanuts, but she's here with me in spirit. She definitely is. Namaste.